Welcome to a magical country where rugged geography and rich past and present culture intertwine in enchanting harmony. This nation is a true treasure trove of artistry in architecture, music, literature, and other forms of expression, all reflecting the essence of the people who traverse its main cities daily. Austria, situated in the southern part of Central Europe, is entirely surrounded by equally fascinating countries: Germany, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Slovenia, Italy, Switzerland, and not least, Liechtenstein. Its dense alpine landscape seamlessly merges with vast plains, embracing its capital with a spectacular backdrop. Join us on this journey of discovery as we explore the wonders of Austria. Don't forget to subscribe and show your support with a like. Let's come together to experience and celebrate the beauty and richness of this extraordinary country. Austria is a fascinating nation, spanning over 83,000 square kilometers and welcoming just over 9 million inhabitants. Its official currency is the euro, and while German is the country's official language, Austro-Bavarian, Hungarian, and Slovenian are also spoken. The capital and largest city of the country is Vienna, a vibrant hub with a population of approximately 1.79 million inhabitants. An interesting peculiarity in Austrian legislation is that if a child is born out of wedlock, they always take the mother's surname, even if recognized by the father. Austria's culinary history is marked by an iconic delight, the croissant, which actually has its roots in this country. While the puff pastry version was created in France and became world famous, the original croissant originated in Austria. Although it lacks access to the sea, Austria makes up for this by making the most of the Danube River. The Danube is the second longest river in Europe, flowing through much of Central Europe and cutting through the northern part of Austrian territory before continuing to Slovakia. Its banks host a variety of establishments and attract tourists who enjoy the beauty of the area. Standing out in academia, the Medical University of Innsbruck is considered the country's best. As for football, the Austrian Football Bundesliga may not be among the highest in Europe, but few Austrian fans declare support for German teams due to the rivalry with the German national team. In Austria, we can find the wonderful ski resort of Hintertux, which offers a unique experience by staying open all 365 days of the year. Few European countries have the luxury of enjoying such an opportunity. However, not all Austrians are skiers or winter sports enthusiasts, showcasing the diversity of interests among the Austrian people. Music is a passion that permeates the essence of the country. Almost all Austrian citizens learn to play an instrument from a young age, reflecting the rich musical tradition that is an intrinsic part of Austrian culture. Interestingly, despite being an alpine country, Austria faces a challenge with a high smoking rate. Many Austrian bars still allow smoking on their premises, which may surprise some visitors. The Austrian flag is one of the oldest in the world and originates from the coat of arms of the Babenberg dynasty. Although it was first documented in 1230, it is believed to have been used as the national flag until the 15th century. This rich history adds an additional layer of meaning to the country's national symbol. As a country of endless mountains, Austria is a land of breathtaking beauty, with its majestic alpine landscapes captivating the imagination of visitors and residents alike. The mountains play a significant role in the Austrian identity, providing a source of inspiration and adventure for all who are fortunate enough to explore them. Austria has a diverse geography, with the northern part of the territory being flat and expansive, contrasting with the rest of the country, which is dominated by majestic mountains. The beautiful Austrian Alps cover an impressive 62% of the territory, with over two-thirds of the nation situated at elevations higher than 500 meters above sea level. Austria's highest mountain, the Grossglockner, rises to 3,798 meters, and a road allows reaching altitudes of up to 2,500 meters, providing stunning views. Austria is revered for its rich musical tradition and notable composers who have made history. Famous names like Franz Liszt, Johann Strauss, and of course the iconic Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart have left an eternal legacy in classical music. The streets of the country are filled with references to Mozart, who has become a true national symbol. However, despite these remarkable musical contributions, Austria also carries a shadow from its past that it is not proud of. Adolf Hitler, responsible for the start of World War II, was born in Braunau am Inn, Upper Austria, on April 20th, 1889, when the region was still part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Speaking of history, Austria has a significant connection to the Austro-Hungarian Empire, one of the largest and most powerful empires in Europe. In 1867, Austria was united with Hungary under the structure of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which also included other kingdoms in southeastern Europe, such as Bosnia and Herzegovina, as well as Croatia. Thus, Austria is a nation with a fascinating geographical and cultural history, shaped by the majestic mountains of the Alps, the music that resonates in its streets, and the legacy of illustrious figures who have left their mark on the country's history. However, the empire faced internal problems that culminated in the outbreak of World War I, an event that marked the decline and end of its dominion. With Adolf Hitler's rise in Germany, tensions with Austria escalated, and Hitler's fellow countrymen, in an act of annexation, incorporated Austria into Nazi Germany in early 1938. This event forced many Jews to leave their homes in search of safety. The current Austrian Republic, like Germany, was founded in 1955 after a period of occupation by the Allies and the Soviet Union following World War II. Only in that year did Austria regain its full independence. To this day, Austria maintains mandatory military service for men, being one of the European countries that preserves this tradition. When visiting the capital, you will understand why Vienna is recognized as one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Charming to all who know it, little remains of the ancient Roman camp from the 1st century, but the marks of the Baroque medieval period are palpable everywhere. The city's majesty is reflected in its incomparable palaces, such as the Schönbrunn, with over 1,440 rooms that served as the summer leisure residence for emperors, and the Hofburg, the epicenter of power for the Habsburg family that dominated Europe for centuries. As you walk through the streets of this vibrant capital, you will discover that the abundance of museums is a true cultural wealth, making it essential to set aside time to explore them. How about a visit to Salzburg, the birthplace of the brilliant Mozart, which is undoubtedly one of the most fascinating places in Austria? The Hohensalzburg Fortress, majestically located on top of a hill, offers panoramic views of Salzburg's historic center and has been honored as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Following in Mozart's footsteps, you will arrive at Salzburg Cathedral, where the musical genius was baptized. And how about a trip to Hallstatt, considered the most picturesque town in Austria and possibly one of the most beautiful in the world? This idyllic village unfolds along the beautiful Lake Hallstatt, surrounded by majestic mountains. As you contemplate this charming scene, you will inevitably feel the desire to wander through its streets and absorb the magical atmosphere, which seems to come straight out of a fairy tale. And for cold weather enthusiasts, how about venturing into the Eisriesenwelt, the largest ice cave on the planet? In this incredible underground formation, you will find over 40 kilometers of passages, and guided tours last approximately 1 hour and 15 minutes. To reach the entrance, you'll need to take a cable car, which takes some time, so consider about 3 hours for the complete visit. If you appreciate panoramic views, you can't miss the Hifwelt 3000, one of the world's best observation decks, situated at 3,029 meters above sea level. This is the highest observation point in Austria, where you'll have a privileged view of some of the country's highest mountains. As I mentioned before, Austria is a nation full of majestic mountains. If you can, support us with a like. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this. After all, the Grossglockner, with 3,798 meters in altitude, is known as Austria's highest mountain, and it's possible to reach Edelweiss-Spitze by car at an altitude of 2,571 meters, where you'll have a spectacular view of the country's highest mountain. Finally, we bid farewell to Austria with a view of this magnificent castle, the medieval Hohenwerfen Castle, the most important in the country and spectacular in its location atop a rocky formation about 170 meters high with 14 entrance gates. And now, share with us, what did you think of Austria?